Those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them, "Ongo."
A political storm is brewing in Siaya as Governor James Orengo questions the leadership of ODM's Oburu Odinga. The party's future is under scrutiny. Siaya Governor James Orengo has publicly challenged the leadership credentials of the Orange Democratic Movement party leader Oburu Odinga, raising concerns over his ability to guide the party deeply rooted in a Kenyan struggle for democracy. Speaking on Sunday, March 1st, 2026, Orengo described Oburu as lacking frontline political experience, contrasting him with the late Raila Odinga, whose life was defined by activism, detention, and direct involvement in Kenya's fight for multi-party politics. Orengo emphasized the need for strong and compromising leadership capable of uniting the party while confronting the country's pressing challenges. The comment marked a sharp escalation in an ongoing rift within ODM, highlighting internal divisions over coalition strategies, party unity, and emerging contest for the 2027 gubernatorial race in Siaya County. The Siaya political landscape is shifting, and Governor James Orengo, a senior figure in ODM, has voiced concerns that go beyond typical party disagreements. At a church service and subsequent media interview, he argued that the party's leader Oburu Odinga will be, or rather while honest and respected, may be vulnerable to internal manipulation, undermining ODM's ability to chart a strong course forward. Orengo framed leadership not merely as a title, but a test of experience. He referenced a lifetime shaped by activism, detention, and direct confrontation with political adversity. According to him, Oburu, though a member of prominent political family, has largely remained in a background, sheltered through the frontline struggle that defined the party's heritage. The contrast drawn with late Raila Odinga was striking. Raila's life, Orengo noted, was forged in protest, imprisonment, and direct engagement with opposition movements. For Orengo, this experience matters. He described leadership as requiring resilience, courage, and ability to navigate conflict with clarity and determination. The governor acknowledged Oburu as a principled and honest figure, yet questioned whether such qualities alone are sufficient to lead a party facing complex internal and national dynamics. Orengo stressed that Kenya at this juncture requires leaders who are fighters, not councillors or symbolic figures. The broader context reveals mounting tensions within ODM. Orengo opposes coalition talks within the ruling United Democratic Alliance, joining forces with the Linda Mwananchi group, a faction led by Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and other prominent figures. The faction emphasizes party independence, grassroots engagement, and principled politics, rejecting aligning with the ruling party as a matter of strategy and principle. Meanwhile, Oburu and his allies have countered Orengo's critics at a Linda Ground Forum in Siaya on February 21st. They targeted the governor's leadership record. Oburu welcomed back Nicholas Gumbo, signaling consolidation ahead of the 2027 gubernatorial race. The National Assembly Minority Leader Junet Mohammed joined in reinforcing party alignment behind Oburu's leadership. The Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi criticized Orengo for perceived neglect of county duties, suggesting that his focus on national issues has alienated him from local constituents. The combination of these political moves highlights Orengo's isolation in Siaya County politics, with the critics questioning whether his national ambitions compromise local governance. Political elders in the region are calling for reconciliation, and they emphasize that ODM National Delegates Conference will be a decisive moment for the party's future, and the unresolved divisions could weaken party cohesion in Luo Nyanza ahead of the 2027 election. Within context, Orengo's remarks resonate beyond personality politics. They touch on themes of experience, resilience, and the expectations of leadership in a party with historical significance. The debate over who can authentically lead ODM underscores a deeper question about continuity, legitimacy, and the party's ability to address contemporary political challenges. For Siaya residents, the discussion carry practical implications. Leadership decisions affect county governance and also development projects and local representation. The perception of internal division may influence voter confidence, engagement, and electoral outcomes in the coming years. Orengo's stance, while critical, is framed as a call for unity through clarity. He emphasizes that strong leadership requires both moral integrity and practical experience capable of navigating both party politics and national challenges. Oburu's camp, in contrast, presents continuity, party cohesion, and strategic alignment as guiding principles. The interplay between these two positions highlights a fundamental tension in Kenyan politics that is balancing tradition, experience, and principle resistance with the demands of modern governance, coalition building, and electoral strategy. For national observers, Siaya becomes a microcosm of broader party dynamics in Kenya. Internal party disputes, leadership evaluations, and the general transitions are playing out against the backdrop of high stakes, including the 2027 gubernatorial and general elections. The governor's comments also serve as a reminder of the historical significance of ODM. A party born from struggles carries expectations of authentic leadership rooted in sacrifice, activism, and connection with the grassroots communities. Orengo's critique is not solely personal. It reflects concern over preserving the party's legacy while positioning to remain relevant in changing political environment, and this particularly relevant as coalition discussions, political endorsements, and internal elections are underway. Leaders and citizens alike are watching closely, weighing credibility, experience, loyalty against strategic political considerations, and in practical terms, the upcoming electoral contest will test both Orengo and Oburu. Voters will consider performance, public engagement, and ability to address county needs while managing national ambitions. Development projects, governance transparency, and responsiveness to constituents remain central to the debate. Orengo's emphasis on frontline experience, activism, and resilience highlights expectation that leadership must be tested and proven, not inherited by lineage alone. Oburu's defenders, however, point to experience in governance, negotiation, and party organization as essential for sustaining ODM's role in national politics. The unfolding rivalry illustrates how political parties in Kenya are balancing history with modernization. It also demonstrates the challenges faced by long-established parties in maintaining unity while preparing for leadership transitions. The divisions are not just ideological but practical, reflecting disagreements on coalition strategy, local governance, and also preparation for critical elections. Community leaders, political analysts, and also citizens are closely monitoring these developments. Elders emphasize that dialogue, reconciliation, and strategic planning are essential to prevent further fragmentation of the party. Political watchers note that outcome in Siaya will likely set precedents for how internal disputes are managed across other regions. The stakes extend beyond personalities. They touch on governance, service delivery, and also credibility on political institutions. Orengo's statements and ensuing responses illuminate the delicate balance between critique, loyalty, and responsibilities of leadership in high-profile party. For the party of Siaya and the people of Siaya, the debate is immediate. County development, representation, and engagement hinge on effective leadership. As factions negotiate, citizens assess the ability of leaders to deliver on promises, manage conflict, and also ensure stability. The conversation between Orengo and Oburu signals the party's struggle to reconcile internal differences while maintaining a unified front ahead of the national and local elections. The period of scrutiny, dialogue, and strategic maneuvering will define both the party's cohesion and the trajectory of Siaya politics in the years to come. As Siaya watches, the ODM faces a test of leadership, unity, and vision, where the choices made today will shape both the county and the party's path into the next decade.